In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can set up a momentum scanner in ThinkOrSwim. So, to get straight into it, what do we need to do? So firstly, you need to come over to the scan section and then stock hacker, and this is where you create the scanner. And then firstly, we now need to create a gap scanner first, because this is going to be used to create the momentum scanner. So all you need to do is come to add filter, and we want to add stock 3 times. Once you've done that, on the first one, find last, that will be our filter. Then you want percentage change, and then you want volume. So those are the 3 filters that we need. Now you can pick, and depending if you're trading small or large caps, these filters will change. So last, all this means is what was the price of stock last traded at. So if you're a small cap trader, for example, you're probably looking for stocks between, say, 50 cents or $1 to a maximum price of maybe $10. So now this will only show us stocks that are trading between 50 cents and $10. Now we have percentage change below. This will allow us to find stocks that have gapped. So we want stocks that have gapped. Again, depending if you're trading small caps, you're probably wanting a higher gap percentage, whereas if you're trading large caps, you can probably look for something a bit smaller. But in this case, we'll look for stocks that have gapped at least 10% since yesterday's close. So now we see stocks that are between 50 cents and $10. They're also up 10% on the day. And now volume. Usually this, on small caps, we're looking for at least 1 million shares. And the reason for this is that otherwise, if you have stocks, less than 1 million shares, they may be barcode stocks, which just means that they're very hard to trade. They're probably quite illiquid. So by having at least 1 million shares of volume, the stock should be able to be day traded and swing traded. So now we have a gap scanner. So this is now needed. So if you're just looking for a gap scanner, there you go. But now to add this or change this to a momentum scanner, all you need to do is add one last filter, and that will be add study. Now we have study. All you need to do is come over to price performance, come all the way down to price change, and now you leave that as closed. And now you want to change this percentage. For this example, we'll go over 5%, and we'll explain what this means. We'll leave this at greater than 10 bars ago, and you will want to come over here and change this to a 1 minute. If you're looking at this as a swing strategy, then you may be wanting to leave this on a longer time frame, because what this bottom study now means is that it follows all this filter. So the stock is between 50 cents and $10. It's up at least 10% on the day and has already traded at least 1 million shares of volume, or 1 million shares traded within the day. But now it also means within the last 10 candles, the stock is up 5%. And where do you find these 10 candles that it's going off, or the 10 bars that it's going off? Is this over here. So in this case, in the last 10 minutes, it is up at least 5%. If you go down, again, if you're using this on a longer term swing strategy, then you may be looking for a longer time frame, such as maybe an hour chart. So it just means in the past 10 hours, then it would have gapped up at least 5%. But again, you can always up that and say 20%. But if we're looking at this, and because the majority of people who are going to look at this are probably looking at small cap stocks, this is just quite a good, easy baseline to be looking at. Because again, 50 cents to $10, 10% on the day, and has traded at least 1 million shares. And it also now means that it has gone up at least 5% in the last 10 minutes. Now you can adjust these if you want to be, or filter out stocks even more. You could say ones that have gone up 10% in the last 10 minutes. There probably won't be many if you have it that high though. That's why we usually tend to leave it around 5% in the last 10 minutes. You can always change this to say like a 2-minute chart, and then it's going to do it in the last 20 minutes if you're not getting enough results on the search. So we can click scan, but it's not going to provide us many stocks because we are recording this after hours, recording this at 5:30 market time. But overall, that is how you make both a gapping and momentum scanner in ThinkOrSwim. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe, and why don't you check out the strategy video on the strategy that I trade every day in the stock market.